Today is August 3rd, 2024. We are here at the Harlem Theatre. We are collecting oral history interviews as part of the West Baltimore Imagination Aroused oral history project. We are sitting here today with Frances Muldrow. If it's safe to say, you are a lifelong city resident?
Born and raised.
Born and raised, okay. My name is Corey Lewis, currently one of the Assistant State Archivists with the Maryland State Archives. Can you please state your full name and the year you were born?
Frances Muldrow, named after my mom. I was born February 1st, 1954.
Thank you. Can you describe what life was like in West Baltimore?
First, I'm going to start back a generation before me. I remember elders telling me when they grew up, they could sleep in Harlem Park, and I'm looking at them like they were crazy. They said during the summer, when it was hot, they could camp out in the park across the street, and nobody would bother them. So that was amazing. And like the other gentleman said, they left their doors open. That's not a era that I know, but that's what the elders tell me it was like. So Harlem Park Theater, I'm the eldest. I was so proud because my mother would let me, I lived up the street a few blocks, bring my brothers and sisters down here to the movies by ourselves. You know, she chided me, make sure you hold their hands. What I liked, people don't understand. We all used to sneak in the little bags, the greasy bags with the bologna sandwich. No cheese. Okay, we didn't have cheese, but we had the bologna sandwich and the mayonnaise. We get something to drink, and we had a great time. I remember the westerns and the cartoons. Those were my favorite. But to have the responsibility, you know, the trust to do that on my own, I used to thought that, you know, I just thought I was important. Yes, and so now, unfortunately, I want to say real quick, the day is flipped. Not many parents are letting their children go around by themselves. In fact, my cousin, she took my second cousins to the theater. They didn't want to sit in the front because of all the stuff that's happening. So we do need to go back and make it safe for our children, because this is why all this mental illness. Everywhere you go, you don't even feel safe. You got to look over your shoulders. We would come down here, walk, and go back, and nobody bothered us. It was no fear of somebody doing something stupid. So we really need to go back to those days, because this was innocent. You know, adults could chide me. If I was late for school, adults would say, why are you late for school? Really, I had to say, well, our teacher kept us. People were concerned about you, and they took care of you. In fact, I used to say I was good, not because I wanted to be. I was good because I had too many eyes on me. Really, I didn't have a chance to act up, even if I wanted to. Well, I had too many eyes on me. It was like, no, I didn't want to be good. Every once in a while, I would be thinking about doing something, but no, I know I'm not going to get away with it. I just might as well give it up.
It takes a village.
Oh, I also have one more
Go ahead.
memory that's recent.
Go ahead.
I used to love coming down here. They used to do the Messiah. People from Coppin, I think it's Reverend Kevin Carr and others. We would do a sing-along Messiah. I love Messiah. I used to get in trouble because I would sing it year long, and I can't sing. But that's neither here or there.
Okay.
But coming here and being with like-minded people and doing the Messiah, these are traditions that this place instilled in us. And I'm just happy that it's still here.
Thank you. Can you share some stories about the people who lived or worked in this area?
Well, I lived next door to my family, my crazy Aunt Bubby. She was something else. I've written poems about her. You know, she should have been on the film herself, really. My brother and I, oh boy. Well, we used to watch from our house, because she lived next door, watch her strut, and we would imitate her strut because her head would be up in the air. She had such a strut about her, and I remember Big Al. I can't remember the guy's name anymore, but he was a really fat, jolly guy. He could dance. as big as he was, he used to just break out and dance anytime he felt like it. When the other guys said it was happy times, it was happy times. We didn't have a lot of money, but we were happy. It's funny. They got to do all these video games. We're playing jump rope and the thing on the with the pavement where you hopscotch. We're doing marbles. I remember doing marbles. The hula. We had fun. No money, but we had fun. These kids got money, but they ain't got fun.
So what kind of businesses, community centers, or entertainment was around here that you can remember?
Bowling. I remember there was a bowling alley on Lafayette, and we used to go there occasionally. Mainly the kids, we didn't look at TV and videos a lot. We mainly went outdoors. We had better imaginations. We entertained ourselves. You better not tell your parents you bored, because then they're going to find some work for you to do. So even if it was just telling stories, just sitting around, we had imagination. That's all you need. We didn't know we were poor. We had love. I didn't know I was poor till I got to be an adult, because my parents took care of me. Yeah.
So how did West Baltimore contribute to your sense of identity and a sense of
Well,
community?
people know I'm a West Baltimorean through and through. I'm a homebody, so my church is in Sandtown. In fact, until March, I actually worshiped at the church on my corner. But I recently relocated to another church, which is Ames Memorial, which is still in Sandtown. I have to say shout out to my great pastor, Reverend Rodney Hudson. And church is definitely businesses. I'm answering questions about businesses, right?
Yeah, you're fine. Go
Okay. What other business? Laundromats. There were a lot of little businesses. People had, even if it wasn't official, you knew who to go to get sewing done. If you need construction, you knew who to go to. They may not be in the phone book, but they did excellent work, and we just had we took care of ourselves, because a lot of times we couldn't, like stores. They're not going to cater to us. We took care of ourselves, and we had talent up in here, and whatever we need, somebody could supply it. So that's how that was.
So how has West Baltimore changed over the years, and what impact has that change had on the community, do you think?
It has changed a lot, and I'm going to be old and say the internet. Because kids, they really know too much. They know more than the parents. That's a problem. We respected our elders. You couldn't talk back. I could not tell you. I could do a whole hour on what kids have told me and said to me. It wasn't like that. You had to respect your teachers, the police. You showed respect when you were a minor, and I don't see a lot of that. And I wish that would come back. And that starts at the home.
Thank you. So what do you think about the highway to nowhere? How do you see it impacting the community?
Unfortunately, okay, I'm very sad that because the highway to nowhere is just that. It's not going anywhere. But you can't go back. That's a dream. They need to do something with it. I actually think they should turn it into a dirt bike park or a skateboard park. But I've heard plans of filling it back up and try to put all that money, when you see all these vacant houses, really, I wouldn't mind seeing it being homes there. Close out the road, because it's not really doing much. Just put some houses down there, make a village out of it. But don't spend money trying to dream that you're gonna. It's a done deal, and I don't believe in throwing good money after bad. It's a done deal, and hopefully we've learned from that. I don't think we have, but hopefully.
Thank you. You answered my next question. So you've talked about this a little bit, but we are here in the historic Harlem Theatre.
Mm-hmm.
You talked a little bit about your memories, but also what are your hopes for the theater?
Okay, I think it's a museum now, and I think it's plans to make it a community, let the, community center definitely, have classes here for young people. This place, if ghosts could talk, yeah, I'm so glad that it's still here because it was a vital part of our upbringing. You can look at the architect. You can look at the when you go inside the theater. This has a life that can be preserved for the next generation. So anything art related, art classes and trying to think of movies, videos. It can be an asset to the community.
So my last question for you is, what is one thing you wish people who did not live in this community knew about this community?
There is so, you see people down and out on their luck, but there's so much talent here if people would just give us a chance. It seems like we get overlooked. We're the last one on the list. I can't believe it. This is my thing. We have brick houses. And our houses are even bigger than Canton and Federal Hill and Fells Point. But we got overlooked for whatever reason. Our houses are just as valuable if someone would just take an interest in them and show love. Sandtown it's empty, but it's so much potential and promise, and we're not giving up.
All right. Thank you for
One
your-
thing that I have to say, I have to thank Angela and Tony because I really think this would have been torn down.
And can you say who Angela and Tony are?
Angela and Tony Francis, I guess I wouldn't call them the owners because I would call them the curators. They are preserving this for the community. And I applaud them because I know it wasn't easy. And I just wish that, they get whatever they need to bring this to fruition. And because this place is historic, it's one of our landmarks. And we don't want to see it taken away like so many others and left with a marker. This was.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for your
Thank you.
time. I
All right.
appreciate it.
No problem. Oh, okay, thank you.